questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on ETIHAD diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch alongs to the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
I don't even know what to say about this game. Anyway, big up everyone. Welcome to the Man City match preview. Yeah. Anyway, listen, actually, first things first, let's obviously get out the most serious stuff. Obviously, once again, condolences to both Nicky and Nate. Unfortunately, obviously, yesterday hearing the tragic news that they lost their mum. So obviously for those who may be thinking, would we see them, would we not? Like they've been given time to just take as much time as they need. You know, so things like the Premier League review show, it would either be a case where myself, JC, Dan, we should try and do that for them. Or if we can't do that ourselves, because we're busy too, there may not be that show at all. I think that goes along with like any watch-alongs or whatever it may be. But most importantly, we just keep them both obviously in our thoughts and our prayers. And we're obviously here for them, and I'm sure you as a community are too. And obviously, happy birthday to Statman Dan for yesterday. But yeah, how's it going, JC?
Yeah, I feel much better that now that me and Dan have had a talk about the game, and obviously that like both of us clearly aren't too confident because we know what Roy's gonna do. And it's going to be 4-4-2 with Schlupp and Mateta up top. And it's not going to look good. Or even a 4-5-1. So, but talking with Dan, you know, talking some ideas, developing a strategy, I feel like I know that we're not going to be the ones managing the game. But, you know, it's nice to maybe look at it as if we were the manager, let's say. So that sort of put a bit more of a lighter twist on it. But still, it's looking a bit bleak. But Dan is making the journey there himself. So
fair play to him.
I asked him why, and he said, I don't know.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it. What I will say for those obviously in the comment section, we'll do something a little bit different today. Because I don't know how much we've got to talk about, but chuck in your questions for us this time in the comments, and whatever question you have in the comments, we will answer it. Like questions about the game, obviously. Right. First things first, obviously, listen, we had the reaction we needed against Liverpool. We didn't get the result we needed. Do we approach the City game in a similar manner to the Liverpool game, where we actually, you know what, I feel like there was obviously intent, or do we have to be a bit more calculated due to the fact that we're away from home?
I think that it's impossible to play how we played against Liverpool because of our injuries and suspensions. We've just got too many players out to even think about playing the same way. Like, key players in that game, Lerma, Ayew, Edouard, all injured. So, I think it's completely impossible to play the way we played against Liverpool, really. We have to play in a different style. We have to put different players in there. We have to start people that have never started in the Premier League full stop. And their first game is against Manchester City. It's like a baptism of fire, really, isn't it? But, you know, sometimes they swim, sometimes they sink. We saw with Aaron that he swam, but how many times have you seen a team throw a kid in and they get torn apart? And the thing is with Man City is ever since that game that we finished 0-0 at Sellers Park and Luca missed the penalty to make us do the win, ever since that game, Guardiola has never put anything other than a full strength team out against us, no matter what state our team is in. Because he clearly's got a respect for us as a team, and he thinks that like if he doesn't go all guns blazing, he's going to regret it because of what's happened previously.
Yeah.
So he's going to be going with a full strength team, and potentially Haaland's back for this game as well, which makes it even worse for us.
Yeah, because I know there was obviously the rumors that he would be out, and then it was like, actually, we're going to find out on Thursday. So I'm kind of just like waiting to see if there's any more news.
To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if they don't start him, but they bring him on just to get minutes late on into the game.
Yeah.
And the thing is it don't matter if he's coming back from injury, he's still going to score against us.
Yeah. Just want to say a massive shout out to Patrick. Unfortunately, he's working, so that's why he couldn't join us today. He is a City fan. So he's messaged me. He said the injuries so far are Doku, KDB, and then the two that are waiting for updates are both Haaland and Grealish. Are both waiting for updates. So I guess it's a waiting game. I mean, if I was
even without those guys, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and obviously I'm not trying to say, like, just basing off what you said about the fact that Pep kind of now plays the strongest side. I don't think he would. Well, I'm not Pep. But I don't think he would start Haaland. And if Grealish is a doubt, I don't think he will start either of them, because they've got strength in depth, you know. And I'm sure there's probably going to be a harder fixtures. Remember, the 3 points behind as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the next game is, but I think they'll probably think, rest them until that game and only bring them on if they need to. You know?
That's why I think that Haaland will probably get minutes just to get his fitness back up again. Like, I don't think he won't start.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Any news on Rodri? Is he back?
He's fit, yeah.
Oh, gosh. That was the only little saving grace I had, because City without Rodri aren't as good.
Yeah, City without Rodri, they're not as good. However, Lewis, he's not Rodri, but he's still a really good midfielder.
He is, yeah.
In that system.
Right. Let's build our starting 11. Now, obviously, for those who've watched Tactico yesterday, you would have seen JC and Dan's predicted 11s. Now, you said something about not starting players that having to start players that not started before, or having to play players that haven't played before?
So I was saying the fact that Ahmad has never started for us, for example.
Okay. Yeah.
He's played for us, but he's never started. But I feel like this is probably one of those games where he would have to start, because I can only see a midfield 3, and if you're going with Hodgson, he's going to go Gyro, Hughes, and Schlupp. But I think having 3 left-footed people in midfield is just a recipe for disaster. So you have to have a right footer in there, and I feel like that's got to be a Hamada, no?
Yeah. So this is, if you put it as 4-3-3 again, I'm going to try and piece what I think Hodgson will do. Not what I would do. I may do that afterwards. But I'm going to try and piece together what I think Hodgson will do. Remy Matthews in goal. And by the way, you can see new website. Create formations gone. This one is so much better. Right back will be Ward, but I believe Ward's a doubt, isn't he?
No, he's fit.
Nice. Okay, fair enough. Left back is Klein and Anderson Gay. Now, granted, this back 4 played well last week. Okay, so this is no slander. This is just what I think is going to be the team. Right. Then I don't even think it's. Do they have the 2 with the pivot?
They play a double pivot, yeah.
But I mean, as the formation got the double pivot.
That'll be this one.
Okay, because I generally think, and I saw it. I know you mentioned about the two left footers, but I think it's going to be Gyro and Hughes. No, sorry, Gyro and Richards. Sorry, no, Hughes and Richards. Oh, actually, no, yeah, sorry, Gyro and Richards. And then Hughes. I promise you he won't start Hamada. That's what I think anyway. Which will put Schlupp on the left. Mateta up top and Elise on the right. This is what I think Roy will do. França and Hamada, he will find a way not to start them.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he'll find a way.
What are these flags for?
I don't know. Unless that's meant to be their nationalities, and it's a mess.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Now, let me put this even deeper for you. França still won't get on the pitch. Here's the substitutes. Ozil and Hamada. That is all.
I don't think Roy will do this. I think that Roy is probably smart enough to go with a back five, like what we said, but he's going to go with something different. I feel like he'll definitely go with a back five. Roy will go 5-4-1. 100%. Basically, you put Richards in the gap between Ward and Anderson. You go Schlupp on the left, then you go Gyro, Hughes, Elise, then Mateta up top. That's what Roy would do.
But either way, we've both picked a side that Roy's not starting at Hamada and França.
Yeah. But did you watch Tactical last night? What did you think of the idea that I had?
No, I've got to catch up on that. I was out. I had staff do.
Can I move these people? Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Here's what my ideas was.
Oh, very narrow.
So Elise is a complete free roll. That's what that does. So it is narrow, but basically all of their attack and their main hard hitters go straight through the middle. So if we pack out that space, they can't pop the ball in between the lines. That's what the force is. If you get a lot of bodies in that very central area, then I feel like it'll be hard for them to, I guess, get through. Like they'll have to dribble through or something like that. Because, for example, if the ball goes out left, then Schlupp follows, Elise follows, and the ball's over here. And then obviously if the ball goes over here, Elise will follow and Hamada will come over. So we've still got...
I would do it as a flat forwarder.
Is it?
The reason why I say that is because Walker's going to be bombing.
Who
plays left back for them?
He's not. And I'll tell you why. Because teams have found out or starting to suss out Ruben Diaz for how slow he is. You haven't seen Walker bombing this season. And also, Pep's having a bit of a mare, and he's choosing to play Gvardiol at left back instead of Nathan Ake.
And he's struggling as well.
And he's struggling at left
Yeah.
back. So if anything, their fullbacks are probably their weakest parts of the team, because Walker's got to keep in mind that he has to be close enough back to help Diaz if he gets skinned, because other teams have been doing it against City. That's how Luton scored. Ogbene basically, well, they didn't score from it, but Ogbene basically lifted the ball over his feet and just ran around him.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't score from it, but I feel like because of that, Walker's not been bombing this season. And I feel like with this formation, with it being a flat 4, I feel like the balance is too much defensive. I think it was way too defensive. Because granted, we want to be solid defensively. We really do. But if we're too defensive, we're just inviting them. So I feel like having less people in midfield and keeping them central and having at least 2 people pressing the back line or trying to push out, I feel like that gives us more balance. And also the fact that we've got 5 at the back, we can commit a climb forwards, for example.
I do hope we play 5 at the back, to be honest. I honestly think we should just play 5 in the back until we get some players back.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And also, Richards is dreadful in midfield, so I'd much rather him at centre back.
Yeah. No, definitely. I would say, though, that Riedeveld will be Hughes. If it's
I wouldn't mind Hughes or Gyro. The only reason why I put Gyro here is purely for his passing ability. Like, I know he can really pick a good pass. We've seen it many times, like that season when we got Batshuayi back again. The amount of times that Gyro put the ball through and it was an incredible pass, but his brother was born offside because he's from Belgium. So that's literally the only reason why I've got him there. But I'd definitely swap Hughes in there if you wanted to. The only other one that me and Dan disagreed on, or me and Dan agreed on, but it's different to what you said, is we put Whitworth in goal.
Oh, no, that's what I would. I was gonna say I would have pick a team that I would actually play.
And the reason why we've done that is because it sounds mental, but Whitworth's got more Premier League experience than Matthews.
It is mental, but I'm gonna pick a team quickly that I want to play. I'm gonna go 4-3-3. I know it sounds mental against the City side, but this is what I would
with a double pivot or a single?
Flat 3. If they have it.
Flat 3. Yeah. Cool.
Right. So, Whitworth, definitely go. I'll take out Richards, put in Ozo. And take out Gyro for Hughes. I think he's just got a little bit more bite, I would say.
Do you want these guys put in a different order? Because stuff on the right is a bit crazy.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Put Hughes in the middle and Ozo, yeah. Yeah, because, I'll be honest, Ozo, I want to see Ahmed get a chance, but I think Ozo will just do better than him, personally. He's never playing França there, but that's what I would like. I'd like to see. Actually, you know what? I might even switch this up. Make that Schlupp. Actually. Sorry.
Are you going to put França in the 10?
Yeah. And then maybe actually pivot it as Hughes and Ozo here instead. So that would be França or Hamida, either or. Schlupp's best position will be as far forward as possible. Yeah. Patrick always says this, like, I hate the word free hit. Look, as fans, we're resigned to this game saying, yeah, big man, 10 injuries, we ain't winning. Just try something different. Just try it.
Mm.
I know confidence may be low, but at the same time, they have not had a sniff. You know what I mean?
Well, funny enough, Dan said this to me, and I was shocked. He said if you look at City's XG at home, they're 12th in the league for XG at home.
That's weird.
They severely outscore their XG.
Whoa.
Funny enough,
12th.
Fulham is second for XG at home.
Yeah, their home form's been really good, though. To be fair to them.
Yeah, but
it's just
City,
their away form's bad.
The thing is with City is that they really struggle against the low blocks. I feel like if we deploy that, they've got no space to pop the ball in and out of the lines, and they've got no space to run in behind either. And that's exactly how we defend. So
yeah,
it could be a pretty. I wouldn't say it's looking up for us, but I'd say that there's stuff for us to actually think about. Like it's not going to be a walk in the park for them. They're going to have to break us down. But I still don't have much faith in us holding them out for very long.
No, naturally so. And this is why it's key that when we do somehow retrieve possession, we need runners. Because when you think about Wolves, it was just running. And this is why I said Ozo. I mean, to be fair, switch who's with Hamada as well. Just have runners. Why not? It's a shame on Hughes because I think he'll be one of the best destroyers that we have. But I generally think we need runners. Because I think that's our best bet.
Using him as a pivot is crazy, though.
No.
So I'd do it, something like that.
Yeah. I think the key to getting past City players is just running past them. Rodri loves a foul. Guardiola hates running backwards. Walker always has to obviously track back and do survival mode. Diaz, he's a bit ropey. And sometimes they play one at the back. Because obviously they have so much possession.
One thing that we touched on in Tactiga was how much they miss John Stones.
Yeah.
He was pivotal to that season last year.
And their system.
And I know Rodri's great, but he was world class with John Stones next to him. On his own, he's still good, but he ain't what he was. So, you know, there are things for us to look out for, but we're gonna get one. I don't want to quote Eminem, but we're only going to get one shot.
Oh my days! Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Big up everyone in the comments. Sorry, let's engage with you. Look, feel free to ask us obviously questions about the upcoming game as well, and we'll answer them to the best of our ability.
While you do that, I'll run through and make the 11 a combined one.
Oh gosh. Right, let me address the communities. Big up Neil. Big up Nicky in the chat. Guys, please obviously send like hearts, dove emojis, whatever it may be. Just send regards to both Nicky and Nate. Big up Pat. I bet this is Moss. Yep. So when years to Predictions League, it's definitely Moss. Big up Moss though. Big up Goldie. Hope you're well. Moss obviously mentioned that Kudus is scoring goals. Yeah, he's a quality player. Francis should be playing at Hughes' position or Hamada. I agree though. Rich, Ray's going to be stubborn. And listen, they will both be on the bench. I promise you he'll do it. None of them are starting. None of them are starting. Wednesday back, apparently for Chelsea, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm saying New Year's though, to be honest, in my personal opinion. Eze probably after December, yeah. Edward, yeah, sorry, Edward as well. He's injured. What was Edward's injury, by the way?
Ankle.
That was it. And they'll say 3 to 4 weeks, weren't they? or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
something like
that. Cody said, loved your loved your tactic, by the way, JC. I went back a few times and we're looking to just get a point. Listen, if we get a point, we will be celebrating. Setting up a wall is our best shot at a result, to be honest. Yep. Look like a Christmas tree. The formation.
Yeah, we genuinely, for fit players, how is Will Hughes making his way in here? Because I think that's the only position that I can put in for City, you know? Like, genuinely, I can't even make a case for anyone else.
This is so bad. And that's just obviously that's just the players that are fit. Oh my days. Yeah, this is wild. Ake's been quality, by the way. Who else is here? Big up Nate in the chat. Hope you're well. Hope we don't get absolutely battered by City. He might occupy his time with something else other than watching Palace. You do that. I think Richard should be benched for the game. Yep, play with 100%. He's better.
You know what's crazy, yeah? If we do the injuries and no injuries, literally Hughes gets changed for Eze, and that's it. And Haaland, but that's it.
Yeah, our team ain't it. I'll go front center instead of Ahmad on the left wing. The boy can whip balls in. Yeah, his delivery against Newcastle was really good, to be fair. Nicky saying it's going to be a free hit. Absolutely. Big up, Jackie. Long time. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing well. Agree with you regarding Fred. So I was hoping Roy may have brought him against Liverpool. If there's any indication that this manager doesn't want to play this guy,
we're
2-1 down. He brings on Ozo.
I saw that Palace put out some images of like the players going into like some ice room thing. And then there was this image of França, yeah. This bro is being held hostage by Crystal Palace. Look at this.
He's literally
that's what Roy sees in his dreams. Hey, França.
It is crazy. When is Jez back as well?
Late December. I think New Year, no?
Oh,
yeah, 20th of the 1st. So still a month away. Well, why you say that? What I'll do is I'll go through our injuries and their potential return dates. So remember, this is probably 10 of our first teamers. So check Takure. He's out until the 3rd of the 6th. So his season's done. Jezran Ratsaki, the 20th of the 1st. Rob Holding, the 30th.
Oh, sorry. 50. I'll take 50% Johnston. I don't care. I will take it.
I think for the fact that he gets injured very easily, I wouldn't play him. Jez is the 20th of Jan. Rob Holding is the 30th of December. Dean Henderson is the 27th of December.
Wait. Sorry. Did you just say the 30th of December for Holding?
Yeah.
Right before the transfer window opens. He's looking for his way out.
He's jumping. He's gone. I don't blame him, but he's gone. The only way they're keeping him is you're playing against Everton, yeah. You're playing the FA Cup at least. Dean Henderson, Dean Henderson, the 27th of December. So Dean Henderson is currently the player that's going to be back the fastest out of everyone I've read so far. And bro's had 7 touches of a football this season. Eze is the 21st of the 12th. Ayew is the 21st because that's when his red card expires. Tyreek Mitchell is 25% ready for this game. So I doubt that they would risk him.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
John Stone is calf injury, completely ruled out, no return date. Odson Edward, knee injury, ruled out, no return date.
Knee.
And Lerma is a thigh/hamstring, 25% will be back. So no one's going to be back for this game.
No one's back to after Christmas. Realistically, we're going to be going through this Christmas period stressed. Well, we'll get IU back anyway.
Yeah,
we'll get IU back. On this,
I'm fuming about this. By the way,
looks like he's a decent player.
Can I say why? Why I'm fuming?
Go on.
So all the reports of there's going to be a groundbreaking bid. Parrish's going to turn up there and go, "Yo, big man, 7 million, yeah." But that's not the actual reason why I'm fuming about this. We've just signed Elisa on a long-term deal, so you could probably say he's gonna. If we get a good manager and we play well, Elisa's probably gonna last till the end of the season and then next season, and that's it. Same thing with Eze. So if we get this Donny, where does that leave Jez?
Yeah,
because he is only a right winger. He's a right winger. Yeah, he's the exact carbon copy of Michael Elise. He's a left-footed right winger. Have we already got a left-footed right winger? We do. We even have Ebue as well. Granted, I think that he's probably not going to make it, maybe. But listen, how he's playing in the youth team, I think he deserves a shot, man. Him and Jez.
I'm just trying to figure out where 30 million came from, Carl.
I don't. There's no way he's 30 million because he's at some other club and he's not actually.
No way we're spending 30 mil.
And the thing is, he's not actually doing that well there. So I don't think we're going to spend 30 million on him. Granted, he's a young talent. Probably be worth something in the future. Of the pitch we need to address. But the right wing is probably the only place in our whole team we don't need to strengthen. Yeah. Yeah, like who could we play though? Could play Elise, IU, Jez, Malcolm, and then Muthurin as well. If you really want to, 5 players in one position. Look at the striker. JP and Edward. Oh, left wing. Oh, we don't have a Zahara place, but we don't have a left winger still. Right back, Ward and Klein. Oh. Left back, Mitchell. Oh. I can keep going. Midfield, Lerma Decore. Oh. Like, come on, man. We've got so many. Left wing, right back, left back, maybe a midfielder because of injuries, and a striker. Come on, man. You can get 2 loans. Loan a left winger and a striker.
Yeah.
Buy a right back.
In this window, we need to sign 3 players and get 2 loans.
5 players is minimum.
We need 5 players.
We need to have another Allardyce window, and we need to have an Allardyce January, or we're getting relegated.
Right, so you know what? Let's try and actually piece together what these 5 players, who the 5 players will be, based on reports, not what we would want, based on reports. So I'm gonna say, Ekatike.
We're not getting Ekatike. No way. He's on 200 grand a week. We're not paying that.
Is that how much he's on?
Yeah.
He's PSG, isn't he?
We're not paying that. So I would rule him out instantly.
Anyway, so that was one I thought it may have been. Wait, left back they're talking about, but we ain't been rumored for any.
Let me pull up some notes that I've taken. I'm already taking notes for transfer week.
Yeah. Madueke seems to be floating around again.
Madueke is floating around, but he is also a right winger. There is a Valencia.
100% we're going to go in for Conor Gallagher, even though we know we're not going to get him.
He's Chelsea's captain. You think he's going anywhere? No way. We're looking at a Valencia centre back, so that's another no.
My days.
Trevor Chalobah, centre back.
What's the point?
Can't he play DM? Oh, is that his brother? I think that's his brother, right? Mate, we're looking at Ekatike. You know what? Yeah, we might have to just firm it with Ekatike, so we're going to pay it or do a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, I think for a lot, we'll probably split the wage. Big up, Ron. I don't know because he left on like crutches, didn't he? Against
Yeah,
Liverpool.
he was in a boot as well, so that don't look
So
good.
this one, I'm not. Yeah, not sure. Not sure at all. We'll have to just kind of wait to see Royce Presser tomorrow. The guy from Sunderland. Oh, Jack Clark. I don't even know if we have the money for him.
Jack Clark is a no, but we are looking at one of their midfielders, but he's 17, so I wouldn't expect him to come in and play for us. Looking at the rumour mill, mate, there's no one in those positions. Adam Wharton, but that's a midfield, that's a DM. We don't really need one.
No,
mate, it's really looking like only Ekatike is the one that would fit the bill.
Do you know what? Do you know which player that I'm? Now I look back at it. I'm glad he went abroad, but I'm vexed we didn't go in for him. Gyökeres.
Yeah, but who said that he would have done what he's done at Palace, though? Innit?
Good, no, good point. Good point.
We saw what Edouard done in the Scottish League, which I would say the Scottish League is probably about Championship level. We saw what Edouard done in the Scottish League, and now we see what he's doing at Palace.
Mm.
And then you see probably what he done in the Championship, and then he's gone to he went to Portugal, didn't he?
Yeah, Sporting Lisbon, yeah.
So he's gone to one of the best teams in Portugal. So obviously he's going to get some good service. And he's just not going to get that at Palace, is he?
The service. Mad. Yeah, he's a good right back. Emmanuel Dennis. You know what? I know Cooper ain't playing the Forest on his year. But there's definitely a few players in there that surely they're looking for some football.
Mm-hmm.
This I think, JC, I don't envy at all. I generally think this is going to be the most stressful window we sit through, because I think it will make and break our Premiership status.
Well, the thing is I've got notes here already, but none of them are in key positions. They're all either a young talent for the youth team, or out of position, or in a position that we don't really need. Like I've got a centre back from Valencia, I've got a right winger from Juventus, as we talked about. Mukhtar got it right. This is the guy from Sunderland, but he's more of a youth player or bench player right now. There's another goalkeeper, I think, and I'm thinking why.
Yeah. Newbell or something like that?
I can't remember. There's a goalkeeper, Adam Wharton. Granted, I think he's great, but can we really spend £20 million on a position we've already got two players for? No. Ekatike out of budget. Like, I think the only one that I can see maybe happening is there is potentially at ETIHAD, because that rumor started to kick up a bit again now, because he's not getting played every game like he was a few weeks ago.
Who's that?
ETIHAD or ETIHAD.
Okay, yeah. Because obviously he's a free transfer or something.
Yeah, I think we should look in the free market. I think there's better deals in the free market. But I'm gonna be stressed during the January month. So if you don't see me on every stream, you know why. But if I'm honest, I would. If we could somehow get Gallagher, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. I don't care that he had a little scrap with our players at Stamford Bridge last season. I don't care. I just want anyone with a bit of fight.
Right. You know, put the starting lineup thing again, because I think this will make a nice little debate. Let's just say everyone's fit and we've got Gallagher back. What's your 11?
Everyone's fit. Okay.
Let's just say Gallagher's the only signing we made. Just hypothetically speaking.
All right, let me get rid of all these players that we'll never afford. So our team's gone.
Wow, I see what you did there.
See it now, yeah.
It ain't happening. He's never fit. So who got dropped? Lerma.
The thing is, yeah, it depends on what formation we play. If we play this, it will be Gallagher. If we play this, it's Lerma.
Do we end up ushering Eze out to the left?
He can play on the left, but I don't think he's ever been particularly good out there. Then again, he was all right against Sheffield, though, wasn't
he? Yeah, you know where it's left, where it's just kind of, but he can run.
I feel like dropping Ayew is harsh, man. But
it is massively harsh. And this is why I asked this, because look, I'll take Gallagher back. Like, especially beggars can't be choosing, but he cannot be taking Eze's role in the 10, personally, unless like this is where it gets a bit techie.
The thing is if this is the situation we're in, and we have to play Eze on the left, it's not the end of the world, because
it's not the worst thing, yeah.
But Gallagher was incredible.
You getting dropped is crazy.
In the 10, Gallagher was genuinely probably one of the best midfielders I've ever seen at Palace. Obviously, Eze is above that, Decore is above that, but he's there, man. He's there with Kabay, in my opinion. He's that good.
What he did for us regarding the press, we can never underestimate
that. The fact that he was scoring pure goals and defending as well, covering bare miles as well on the pitch every game, no matter what. However, he did fall apart when Jimmy Mack got injured, I have to say.
Yeah.
And after the FA Cup semi-final, he was whack because his head's gone. But I think Lerma can hold that spot. I think Decore can hold that spot. Because Gallagher was there before Decore, remember? We have to remember that. So he was running. He was in that midfield. He was in that midfield when we had Kouyaté and Maka. Maka's great, but Kouyaté ain't no Decore.
That's a good point. He's got a lot more protection. I don't care. I can't wait. And we've been saying this all season because of our injuries. But can we please just have our starting 11 with Decore and Lerma as the pivot? Because those two together are forming an incredible partnership. Once they've actually played together, I think we went on a run where we didn't concede that many goals. The moment one or the other got injured, we had problems.
Oh, of course.
We generally had problems, you know.
But I think we need to be real with ourselves and say Gallagher ain't coming.
Yeah, he's not coming back to us now.
So
he is not.
We go back to here again. And this is where we definitely effed up. Because in my opinion, if you slot Somerville at that left wing...
I have been advocating for Somerville for the longest. And we fumbled the bag.
Yeah, you can go. But the thing is, guess what? They're getting promoted now. No one in that team's moving.
The only way we get Somerville is if they flop. Like Leeds have to literally car crash.
But remember that will only happen if they flop. So we can only get him at the end of the season. So January ain't even a question right now.
It's not happening. Yeah. Unless we pay big.
Unless we make them an offer they genuinely cannot refuse, like £25 million for a championship player, which would be a record, I believe.
But listen, them men are talking about 30 million for the Sule guy. Then just slap that on Somerville.
And then here's a question: do you slap that on Somerville or Distoni? Because I think Distoni's got a higher ceiling.
Somerville's more versatile, I'd say.
I think Somerville's the better of the two
I prefer
now.
Somerville. Yeah.
I think that he's the better of the two right now, but I think he's got a much bigger ceiling.
Yeah. Nonto will go abroad.
He looks like the perfect like Rafael Leao kind of player. Like he'll smash it in Italy.
Yeah. That's a good shout. I was about to mention him. Leao will go and find himself in the Premiership or even in Spain. And
he'll go to Chelsea.
And then Nonto will be his replacement.
Oh yeah. Like Loftus Cheek's doing bits over there as well.
He's doing well, yeah. He's doing well. Because Nonto's Italian as well, so yeah. All right. Last bit before we wrap up. The last bit. Stop, I haven't even uploaded the prediction stuff. Oh, I'm tired. I'm so sorry. We'll have that ready for you for the match reaction. Managers. This is where I'm stressed. Right? Listen, I'm Roy. Thank you for your services.
You know what? Yeah, I'm happy you brought this up because the second I saw that Man United or Lopetegui as well, I'm thinking, oh no.
But they also want Potter.
Yeah, Potter as well.
And this is where I'm stressed. And please forgive me. Please, guys, please forgive me. I didn't want Forest to lose the other day. I didn't want Forest to lose. I know that means it's going to be dragging us closer to relegation zone. But when I saw they drew, I was like, Cooper's got another week. I can just sense that what's going to happen is Forest will sack Cooper, get Lopetegui in, and we'll be like, oh, Cooper's available. Let's take Cooper. I don't want him. I don't want him.
Here's one for you. There's only one team in the whole Premier League that is below Palace in the form table.
And it's
Can you guess who that is? It's Nottingham Forest. That's the guy that we want to be our manager. You know how bad it is. Managers just reminded me. I would rather Southgate than Potter. I mean, not Potter. Cooper.
Cooper.
I would rather Southgate than Cooper. But I would but out of the people that are out there, Potter is the number one candidate for me. We need to do whatever it takes to get that guy.
From when Stokes said, listen, I need to chat to Potter, we need to be what? Why are we waiting around? Not only that, was it Sunderland? Who was it? Was it for Will Still? There was another team in the Championship that are trying to get Will Still in. Yeah, so Stoke went for Potter, Sunderland went for Will Still. That's it. They're trying to interview him and get him to leave Reims.
He's a very good coach, but I'm not convinced about his things yet because I think he had
which is fair enough.
Team.
But the what I'm getting at is that there's managers out there.
There's managers out there to be bought out of their contract, but we never buy managers out of their contract.
Yeah.
We never do it.
Honestly. And you know what? This is fair enough. I get that out. They've got Liverpool this week. If they get battered, yeah, I think it's it. I think he's gone.
I see Potter going there.
And that's annoying. That's what I'm saying. Like we should have already been there. Like, listen, to the end of the season. If you don't want to stay with us, fair. We'll give you the transfer window. But let's just come to the end of the season.
Yeah, and even the thing is that upsets me even more is that Fonseca was done, and we didn't want to give him money when he's proven that he's gotten dead teams from mid-table to competing and getting into the knockout stages of the Europa League. We've not even... Well, granted, it's a lot of money, but if you look at the grand scheme of how people are spending money in the Premier League now, it's not that much. He's only, I think in 4 years at Lille, he's gotten to a Europa quarterfinal, and he's won the league there, and he's only spent £80 million. He's won the league over PSG as a Lille manager.
Here's one for you. This is the one that's vexed me. So you've mentioned obviously Fonseca. Adi Hutter.
No. He got sacked by Monaco. He's dead.
Wait, and they're third?
I swear, yeah, I think they sacked him.
No way.
No, I'm sure that they sacked him.
Well, that's embarrassing.
I'm sure they've done it a while. I'm sure they've done it a while ago.
Hold on. Adi Hutter.
Unless my facts are completely wrong, yeah.
Hold on, I'll have a look at this.
Oh no, I'm wrong. He's still there.
Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, they're third.
Yeah,
they're third in the league.
The thing is with Hutter, I think with his playing style, you had to buy so many players that it was just not feasible. So I get why Hutter was not brought in. I get that one. Because we go from playing 4 at the back with pivots to playing 3 at the back with wing backs, which play as wingers, and we do not have that.
Yeah.
So I see why Hutter wasn't brought in. I see why we're looking more at Fonseca, because he plays a 4 with 2 pivots, then a front 4.
But you know what? It's interesting that certain owners were looking at the likes of Hutter, Fonseca, having meetings and that. And other Donnies are looking at Southgate and Cooper.
And that Donny has a very big say in what happened at Crystal Palace. And also that Donny loves an ex-England coach, Allardyce, Hodgson.
And an ex-Palace player.
Yeah. Yeah. If you play Brexit ball, why didn't we even get Daesh? Like Daesh ball works. It's not pretty, but it works.
Yeah, it's definitely not pretty. It's effective though. All right, let's just have a look at this. Right, Forest are at home to Spurs.
Yeah.
So let's just say that they're gone. Like that, Cooper may be gone this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's just bear that in mind.
And I'm going to pause myself before I say anything, because I know it's going to be one of them moments again. But if the rumours are true that Lopetegui has been attending multiple Palace games and multiple Forest games, I'm pausing myself again. He's gagging for a job. Oh my gosh. Just give it to him.
We're going to end up with Cooper next week. I'm just saying it. I'm letting you know. We're going to have Cooper next week.
Put a bet on it. You win some money. It's an easy money, trust me. You know what? Yeah, that's it's like an infinite money glitch. Remember Decore's first season? Just say you got a yellow in every game. It's infinite money.
It was guaranteed.
It was so easy to make money off that. Oh, Decore yellow card, yeah, always.
Oh man, guys, big up to everyone. Special like button. Thanks for the interaction in the chat as well. It's just vibes, isn't it? Just gonna try and enjoy something as much as possible.
Yeah, Dan is actually trying to do a vlog himself, so we'll see how Statman Dan drunk vlog goes, and we'll see.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see how that goes. So I'm guessing that there's going to be lots of clips, but I'm guessing there might be quite a few that have to be edited out. But in Statman Dan, it's going to be jokes. So let's see how that goes. It
will be hilarious. I'm actually going to look forward to that. Other than that, I won't be able to do Roy's Presser tomorrow. So there may or may not be one anyway. I'm out for the evening. And then if my football match gets cancelled, then I'll try and do watch log on Saturday. If it doesn't, then
I'll see what I can do. I I know I'm definitely watching it, but I'm not sure if I want to do a watch along because the last few times we've done watch alongs, we've lost every time.
Our record's not great, is it? we might need to sack it.
My record of going to the games is so much better than watching the games from home.
Yeah, but other than that, we'll do the reaction on the Sunday as per usual, guys. Yeah, now big up to everyone. Just hope and pray. If we could get a point, I'll be happy. But yeah.
Oh, if we lose by less than 2 goals, I'm happy. Let alone a point.
Good point. Good point. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, share the stream, and we're out. Eagles.
Eagles.